gentlemen, welcome to the live. We are on our way to get some chicken feed. Part of the daily routine, or weekly routine, I should say. It's not every day we buy feed, but hello, Niels. We're having a good morning. How you doing, Niels? We're gonna stop here and grab some chicken feed. We got the rookie in. This will be interesting. So there's one gentleman that runs the store all the time, and he knows the price of feed and everything right off the top of his head. But then we got the gal that's in right now who doesn't seem to know the price of anything unless if it's written on the product. Alright, let's go in here and get 50 kilos of feed. Morning. Could I get layer 1?
Layer 1.
Uh-oh.
Do you need receipt?
Yes, please.
Russell.
Oo.
Kita lang palito to di. Resibo. Ay, ano to? Ay, so. So,
I think it's dalom. We're on
ay,
this side.
baliktad. Oh. Sagagin. Tuta akong gausoy sa pihak. Doon ako naghanap. Dito ako naghanap sa kabila. Ay.
What was that?
Getting old.
Yeah.
Sign. 16. 26. Russell. Russell. Double L?
Yeah, double L. Yeah.
L-E? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. One bag.
Layer 1.
Layer 1. I forgot how much.
1820.
180.
Oo.
Because I trust you, that's why.
Yeah. I wish it was just 1,000 long, but it's
80. 70. 80.
Salamat.
Thank you.
Sorry. It's kulang. It's 180. Diba? Diba no?
Oh, 80. Yeah, the change is
180.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sige. Salon. Let's feed these chickens. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, James. Surprised you got the notification. I guess means YouTube's working this morning for me. That's where, I don't know if you checked it out, James. We're already at 1,200. It's probably bad luck to talk about it, but 1,200 views on last night's video. So it's been getting 100 views an hour consistently since I posted it. Well, actually more than 100. If it just keeps that pace, 100 views an hour for eternity, we're gonna be way past where we need to be. If it got 500 views, I would have been really happy, James. Yeah, we sure did. I mean, you're the one that did the recording. I just kind of did the talking, and I don't know. I don't know if we... My wife said before I posted it, she said, why are you going to put the blooper reels in the beginning? And I said, well, that way people stay in to see where the bloopers come in or whatever. I don't know. Seems to be working pretty reasonably. I think the biggest thing that's helping is all the likes and comments. So if you didn't already see it and you're going to go watch it, be sure to like and comment. We should have asked a couple questions to the audience. That's always a good way to get some comments flowing, is to be like, what's your favorite whatever? What's your favorite food? Kind of thing. But that's a little bit better in the live than it is to do in the video. But I already got questions from a couple of different people. Noah was the first one to ask, what are you doing today, James and Karen? I said, you're probably off to another adventure. We have endless potential with all the farm-related issues. Yeah, there is a new problem every day at the farm that makes for a good video. Get people updated. What's up? Hey, what's up? We just got feed and bringing it into the barn. Gonna feed some chickens. What kind of worms, James? We've been having problems with cabbage moth worms. And I have to pay chickens. Yeah, we need to do that today as well. I don't know if we're going to do that before lunch. Maybe we'll just feed and bathe chickens in the line. Hopefully that chick that we found last night is still alive. Because like I said, once the chicken gets sideways a little bit, those mites would just eat them alive almost. Tiny little caterpillars, not sure what type. Yeah, tiny little green caterpillars, probably cabbage moths. I don't know. I never see the moth. But we have a pile of them. They're the #1 predator for our lettuce. Like I said, if you got to catch them on day 1 or day 2 or they're going to eat your whole crop. Typically we're catching them on day 1. But yeah, the little green caterpillars. Maybe I'll go to the lettuce, see if there's any. We'll see if it's the same one you have on your board. But yeah, these cabbage moths, they actually got into our okra last week. I saw that we were getting a little bit of bug problems, but I didn't think it was much of a big deal. It actually, sometimes having a little bit of bugs helps plants grow faster because they're had adversity. Just started running your playlist. Should see 48 hours a day from me on your added watch hours. Oh, sweet. as we got a, so you're watching it on 2 devices, 48 hours a day, or you're watching it on double speed. I'm gonna spray it. Now I think I'm gonna get me anxious. Yeah, what are you spraying the cabbage moths with then? Or if, because we have this wholesome extract or whatever that is supposed to be, you can spray it on your crop and eat it in the same day. So it's supposed to be like, I don't think it's by any means organic, but it's non-toxic. Cypermethrin. Yeah, I remember you saying about you had some of that. I'll have to show you the one we're using. I think it's called BT, the one we're using. And it's like actually not even chemical, it's a bacteria, I think, that leaches off of the worm and eats them from the inside out or something like that. I'll have to get them. I have to get the package and show you. This never gets any easier carrying 50 kilos. Yes, it is. Back to, yeah. However the heck you say that. Bactylicus genesis. Did you carry any pork when you worked at the slaughterhouse in your day, James? That's how I used to carry beef. It weighed a lot more than 50 kilos. But I'll tell you what, I never carried it 100 meters like I did here. It's like carrying a lot more weight until you get to the end. And typically, Jan's dad, Papa, oh man, already went in the rice field. Yeah, Jan's dad, Papa, will see me coming across the field, come and meet me halfway, take it off my shoulders, but he's got a foot injury. There ain't no way he's doing that today. But yeah, that's the kind of guy Jan's dad is. Hard worker, help you out when he can. Couldn't ask for a better father-in-law. Or a better wife, for that matter. Well, we got 6 people in. James, Niels, someone else was in. Who was it? Having a hard time keeping the camera straight. Wyatt, that was who it was. Was that? Said Wyatt. Oh. Yeah, 120 pounds never feels so heavy until you get to about 70 meters of walking. Then it starts feeling like a lot more. I feel like I'm forgetting something today. I haven't had that sensation since I woke up this morning. What am I forgetting? I think that today's the day we're gonna let the 45-day broilers out and run around. It's not terribly hot, not terribly cloudy. It doesn't look like rain. But yeah, we'll let them out and get some grass. Alright, let's get the knife out and open up this sack. But let's first set up the camera. I'm sure none of y'all can hear me. The birds are hungry. And I don't remember if I told you guys yet, but I got 2 turkeys now. Yes, you told me, Wyatt, but I don't think anyone else knew. What size are they now? Are they full size? Like, and are they both toms? Check this out, Wyatt. I got a new knife added to the collection. It's a multi-tool, I guess, not a knife. They're about 16 pounds. Holy cow. You ain't gonna eat them, are you? They're your pets. You're gonna... I cannot get that stand to open up. There we go. Yeah, it cost 23 bucks, that knife. Don't think you could pick that up in the States for 23 USD. It's a little big. So how much does that bring you to? You got 2 turkeys and how many chickens, Wyatt? No, I like them too much. Ha ha ha. There's a dog. They hang out with. Yeah, if I had turkeys, I'd probably just raise them. see if we can't get these birds to quiet down some. 2 chickens only survived. Only 2 survived. The skunk killed 7 of them. My mom gave me the turkeys. Oh, so you didn't raise them from chicks, or she bought them as chicks? Royal palm turkeys. Hey, J-boy. I'm not sure I even know what a royal palm turkey, just like a multicolored turkey. This chicken looks dead down here. It better not be dead, or I'm gonna be really mad. What do you guys think? Don't that chicken look dead? He woke up. He's sleeping looking all dead like. This is my largest Rhode Island red chick. Hardly a chick anymore. Yeah, royal palm turkey. I'm gonna have to look that up later, because I'm not sure I could identify one. I guess that means it's not some like white farm bird that everyone is farming for meat. Which means that it's probably really crazy that it's that size. We got a couple more chickens down here that need food. Pretending to be dead, was planning to escape. Don't start with that, J-boy. Everyone's gonna tell me to free my chickens again. We open the doors at any point throughout the day and let them run out, the ones that are not in the actual cages. But most of the birds that are outside come inside when we open the doors, because they're after some feed, because they have better life indoors than they do outside. Should be all the birds with food in front of them. That should quiet them down. Protesters will be like, will be here like more. I'm telling you right now, and this is what I tell most people that have that opinion, the birds need to be released. Chickens are social animals. They enjoy being surrounded by other hens. They talk gossip, talk smack. I feel like the people that say birds need to be free range and things like that don't even understand, and maybe they do, the difficult dynamic of chickens in general. This chicken has not figured out the water somehow until now. This is just wild. Maybe we're just gonna let her out. She gets to lay an egg. She's been a mother in the past. That's why we left her in here. Doesn't look like she's been eating a lot either. This bird here is one of my wild birds, my native birds. Lost a bunch of them. Yeah, you lose a pile of them when you free range. This is a free range bird. And as you can see, she hasn't developed much meat. So I put her in the cage, but apparently she's never figured out how to use the waters real well. Maybe we're just gonna let her on the ground in here. That way she can get some access to water. And she'll just eat the feed people drop, I guess. Which means I can put this ostrich on. We'll just show you in comparison to that bird we just showed you. This is my ostrich. She's one of the smaller ones, actually. But check out her breast. She's got like significant amount of meat on there. This one's probably 4 pounds. She don't like being held very much. Like most of the birds I have would just prop up on your hand and be satisfied, but this one kind of doesn't like being held. Although it might be because every time I've ever held her, it was for mating purposes, and she doesn't know how to feel about it. How do you free range farm make money? I guess the whole concept of free range is that you have a lot less expenses. You don't have an expense in the building. You don't have expense in a whole lot of feed and other things. But at the same time, like what I just said, you wind up losing so many. I'm not sure that I'm not so sure that you could ever make money at it. I'm not sure what's going on. All these new birds that I put in cages are not doing too hot. I think I'm going to give some of them meds. That red one we put down doesn't quite look like she needs meds. It just looks like she needs water and sunlight. But, makes sense, but sounds like you have to run a real tight ship with free range farm. Yeah, I mean, so I raised these 45-day broiler chicks that I have. One time when I had 40 of them, I taught them how to go out of the coop in the morning and come back at night. And we didn't lose that many. But this is a lot of issues. Like I said, we have problems with pecking orders here. That's probably the biggest problem with raising chickens in general, is that they have their own order of how things go. I said we were going to do something else. Oh, bathe chickens. That was what James and I discovered. We got mites. That's interesting. That door just opened up because of the wind. Over here in the States, we have big birds of prey. I love chickens. Yeah, we got eagles here too. Yeah, I got eagles circling the farm once or twice a week, looking for chicks. That's the eagles here are mostly just after the chicks. It's a lot easier meal. Because the roosters are going to protect the females a lot more than the chicks. I don't know. Maybe we're going to put this red bird outside. Come here, girlie. See how well you do outside. Again, that's where you came from. Sorry this going in a cage wasn't for you. I guess my broiler chickens already are working on their free range. He's not supposed to be in here. Ain't he a cutie though? He's looking at me and the camera. That's wild. He must have heard this is where the food was at. Which reminds me, I need to take this to them and get them fed. But I think we're going to let them all out today. So yeah, we lost most of our ones we just bought to weather. We had a lot of rainy nights, cold nights. There's my goat. I think she might be the reason why my YouTube video is doing so well. Her being in the front or whatever of the video. Because we've done piles of chicken things, but the goat video is the one that finally is doing well. So maybe we'll have to keep the goat in. What are you doing, hen? Where is your chicks? You can't just leave your chicks behind. Stupid hens. Young hens, I should say. Oh, we didn't lose any more chicks since last night. That's good. Yeah, I think we're gonna put a ramp in and out. That's what we used to do. Get them in and out. There you go. Come on out. Okay, I was wrong. We are down one more chick. No, you don't get this food. It's hard to communicate to my native birds. When I put food on the floor, it's for these broilers, not for them. Have you any structure extension there? It looks like. Yeah. So the greenhouse is going to be going from 20 feet to 60 feet. It goes out quite a ways there. But yeah, that greenhouse will take us from 500 heads of lettuce to 2,000 heads of lettuce. I've been trying to get the big birds to come out here, but they're in there fighting. This is the biggest one so far. He's probably 500 grams. Get out of there, hen. Where are you going? The food's right here, buddy. Get out of here, hens. Leave them alone. Let them eat on their own. So it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 6 healthy 5-day-old chicks, and then these ones here are feeding the chickens organic or all pellets. That's what we have them out for right now. They're gonna go through and pick some grass once they get a little bit of food in their stomach. There's not much feed in that feeder for that many birds. Plus, as soon as I walk away, they're gonna get pushed off by all these hens that are circling. I wanted to give them an opportunity to get something in their stomach before they start eating grass. Because otherwise they will just eat grass and throw it up most of the time. Yeah, this will be the first day these broiler chickens are out to eat grass and such. We're just gonna have them out for, I don't know, an hour or so while we dunk chickens, baptized chickens. Give these chicks here an opportunity to eat and play around with the bantams. You feed them any lettuce? We haven't. We fed lettuce to the goat, old bad lettuce or whatever. Hopefully they don't get too terribly harassed by other hens or get lost. But you gotta, at some point you gotta trust your chickens to not die when you're not watching them for a couple minutes. But yeah, we're gonna baptize some chickens, but no, we haven't fed any lettuce to the chickens yet. We could try that. You want to do that right now? We'll try it. I don't know that we've got any heads that are looking that bad. I guess I could just pull a leaf off. I know they love mint and basil. We used to have mint and basil outside. The chickens would get into it. Do we have any nasty looking lettuce? We have a couple stunted ones, but we don't have any nasty looking ones. Well, we've consistently had 5+ people, and that's more than normal. I wonder if any of the people that are watching from the live or from the video. When you get 19 new subscribers, you wonder how many of them are going to be new day ones. Obviously, they're not going to be day one subscribers, but what I mean is Yeah, I can't really see anything here. It looks absolutely horrendous. We're just gonna bring them a leaf. See if they're interested in it. We'll throw it in their feed. I'm still here, brother. I'm glad, Wyatt. I'm glad that's Noah's typically in too. By some point of the live. He and I had a video call earlier. That's all the birds kind of dispersed because the hens are pecking at them. There you go, J-boy. One picked up the lettuce, took a bite or two, decided it wasn't for him. But that doesn't mean another one's not going to find it appetizing. Those two mother hens have caused a lot more trouble. Long form viewers are more reliable. Yeah, that's probably very true. Like I said, we're gonna have some long form videos coming out here, and Neil said he's on the playlist for lives. That playlist is so old at this point. I haven't added to it in 30 days. We'll probably have something like getting pretty close to 100 lives, because I do a couple lives a day. Remember to take off that hat when you're home, or do you sleep with it on? Is that your trademark now? No, actually I got a surprise. I was just waiting for a couple people to come in. Wife made me get the cut last night, so I don't even need to wear the hat. That was the biggest reason I was wearing the hat, was because it looked like I was homeless. And it works real nice for keeping my now bald head from getting sunburned. But I do wear it a lot, J-boy. I actually got a couple of them, so I just rotate them. Which reminds me that I got to get home by 11 o'clock. They're not eating the lettuce, J-boy. They're pecking at it, but they're not actually eating it. But yeah, we're gonna baptize some chickens real quick. Probably do a whole row and all the chicks. I think the packaging says to do no more than 20 birds at a time before changing the water. We'll see. But yeah, we'll start in one area and start dunking them. We have a mite infestation. The carbonized rice hulls. Thanks, J-boy. The carbonized rice hulls are really bad. Not much. What's up with you, Noah? We're gonna baptize some chickens. So these cost 16 pesos. It says there's 10 milliliters of this Promethean. It says good for 10 cocks. Well, I've only got a couple cocks here, but we're gonna try some hens. Yeah, it says right there, good for 10 cocks. Probably ought to not put that in my teeth. I think James said Promethean is like toxic to some amount. Which means I probably shouldn't put it in the feed bucket either. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab another bucket. Leave the feed bucket up there. But yeah, our well setup is pretty nice. We got these shut off in different places. If you just shut off there, it doesn't go up to the tank. And open this one up. Now we got a spigot. We'll add some water to this. I don't remember how many gallons it says we'll be. It says 2 gallons, 10 mils to 2 gallons. I don't know if I can get a bird soaked in 2 gallons. Very well could be wrong, but I believe this is a 5-gallon bucket, so that means we want it a little bit less than halfway full. Is there well water there? Yeah. Yeah, I dug the well myself. It's quite literally just a hole in the ground. But it's not only just a hole in the ground now. We have one of these blue barrels in the ground with holes in it. And then we surrounded the blue barrel by stone. Doesn't say anything about here that you can't do young birds. So, first one is the one that I found. Now, I knew that the large birds had a little bit of mites. But the reason why we're doing this today is for this one chick that I can't let die. This is not the bird that I'm speaking of, but we're going to check her out once. Or him out. As long as they're in a good pecking order, they typically eat the bugs off of each other. But this one does have a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and baptize her. I think it's probably a him. They never really like it. But yeah, you got to gather their legs so that they get completely submerged. And then massage it into the base. All the way to the base of the feathers. Now for this bird, it should be pretty easy. Its feathers aren't well developed yet. It's still kind of young. And then you got to get their head in there for some point. 1, 2, 3. All right. 3 times for the head ought to be good enough. You don't want to. Come on, spit that out. You don't want them drinking it. Then you just give them a quick look over. See, for the most part, all the bugs are going to hop off. Or die immediately. And I think it says something like 10 seconds. We've definitely gone above and beyond with this one. Yeah, you want to do your best to get most of the water off. Otherwise, you wind up running out of water. She's going to be awfully cold here for the next little bit. But there ain't any bugs on her now. Sorry, girlie. We're going to put you in the cage with your mates, and then you can use each other for body. And this is one of my broiler chickens from the last harvest. We never thought it was worth taking her out. She definitely does not like this bath. Chicken spotted. Yeah, I'm not sure that they enjoy it very much. Come on. This one won't even sit down in it. And she's so strong. She's so much stronger than the native birds, these broilers. Alright, we're gonna go down with your head now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I didn't even check this one for mites, but I love it too much to not give it a little bit of a mite bath. Yeah, she's got them. As the chickens don't ever look very big once you get them out of a bath. There's a pile of them on her until now, but they're all dead. But yeah, check it out. She's pumped up pretty nicely. I don't know that I'd say her legs are that nice, but hopefully we can keep her around for a couple more weeks, maybe a month or so, and then she'll be ready to lay some eggs for us. Get us some broiler genetics. She wasn't ideal size, really, when harvest time came, but that doesn't mean that there's no chance for her genetic pool, but we're going to keep her around. Yeah, you're next. This is maybe the largest Rhode Island red. I'd say this one's got to be a rooster. No real definitive signs yet. His comb's kind of coming in, other than that. So I guess this is one of the cocks. I said earlier I don't have that many cocks in here. So who's in until now? Noah, how old are your oldest birds? The oldest birds are 3 years old. Well, maybe Papa's chicken that he gave me is older than 3. We've only had the 3-year-olds for, I don't know, 6 or 7 months. But they had already went through their molt. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, they had already gone through their molt, so they're 3 years old, and then the youngest birds are a couple days old, 5-day-old broilers, I guess. Don't see any moving until now. I think we'd say we got him. Yeah, you can tell he's a male there. He's got the tail feather from a male. Sorry, buddy. It's one of those days. That's we're going to put all of the small birds together. That way they can warm back up. This one's already really warm. But yeah, by no means are any of these birds not able to maintain their own body heat. But if they're around other birds, it should help them to warm up a little bit. Plus, they won't feel so alienated and upset that they got wet because they'll see everyone else did too. This one must be male as well, which means that I've got 4 Rhode Island red males. Now, you don't want to hold their head underwater, but you got to get it under there at least 3 times. And they by no means are liking this. The adult birds might because they've been dunked before. But, he sure gets a real dark red once you get him wet. Sorry, buddy. And this one's probably the best developed one we have. Although, it has something up with its ear there. It's making it really grown. I don't know if someone pecked him. Scab's not quite ready to come off. We'll check up on him in a day. But yeah, this is the one that started it all. It wasn't ground zero by any means, but it got a little bit of a cold here. You can see by its eyes. And then, typically as soon as they get a cold, they get mites on them. And this one is absolutely infested. Like, he's got more mites on him than all the other birds in the barn combined almost. And it's probably not ideal to be soaking him while he's still sick. It's probably better to try to get him healthy before soaking him. But I don't think we got time for that. So we're gonna soak him. Then we're gonna give him a tiny tablet. We tried giving birds this size tablets in the past, and they all died. But we didn't soak him, so I guess he'll be ground zero. We'll see if. All right, your head's going under, buddy. 1. Breathe. 2. Breathe. 3. All right. But yeah, this guy's just absolutely loaded with them. For his size, it's just like New York City. I just piled in there. But I do believe this is a rooster, if I had to guess. And we need as many of these birds, roosters, as possible so we can make more good call birds. But yeah, we're going to put him in with the other birds that got wet. Hopefully they'll be nice to him, give him some body heat, and we'll come back to him later and give him a tablet. Alright, that's not 10 cocks yet. We're getting there. Does that stuff kill all the bugs? Kills all the mites. It's called permethrin. Piperolide, bocticide, pentothal. Pentothal. It's some deadly stuff. It's called washout intense. It says soap that contains permethrin, pepperthrin, bog-oxide, tea tree oil that treats and controls red mites and lice. Now that's not what I wanted to hear. I don't think these are red mites, but they are dying. I don't see any moving after they get a quick bath. It says it contains dipentothal and which provides a glossier feathers for fighting hawks. It also has eucalyptus fragrance that drives away mosquitoes that will disturb hawks while sleeping. So it also gets rid of mosquitoes as well, which is probably ideal because mosquitoes love moisture. So if that bird's wet, it's gonna come to the bird. So that's good. But like I said, we're gonna pile all the young birds that we're doing into one small cage so that they can just all cuddle up with each other and get their body heat back up, because this water definitely affects that. I'm gonna get this bird in here. Come here, girl. Not really sure what to do with this bird. I put it in the cage and doesn't seem to be getting along with anybody now, which was, I guess, my stupid fault. I alienated her, and now none of her roommates want her. She does have a couple mites, so we're gonna go ahead and baptize her and put her in with the chicks. I feel like I got them crawling all over me, which is probably true. I'll just take one of the packs home and wash up myself. Come on. Play nice. Bend your legs. I don't know why they say 2 gallons. Like, that means you gotta have the bird laying down in there. And I don't think it's the type of thing you want to add 2 packs to 4 gallons of. I feel like that's probably just a recipe for disaster. All right, girl, we're gonna dunk. Hey, we're gonna dunk your head. All right. 1. Breathe. 2. Breathe. 3. All right. Yeah. We're gonna get this one extra well massaged because she's got a full feather pattern. And then I think that makes number 6 or 7. So we got a couple more birds we can do, and then I think we're gonna head home and get some of the home tasks done. Seeing a bunch of dead ones, don't see any ones alive yet. Alright, Charlie, you're gonna go in with all the other birds. They're all smaller than you, but you got to play nice, okay? This is one of my more unique native birds. She's got a very interesting feather pattern. But the most interesting part about her is check out her meat. She's not like the others with white meat. She's a dark meat bird. That's why her feet are that color. I don't know if she's even got any bugs, but we're gonna look. I feel like it'd be so much harder to find the bugs on her. I'm not seeing any bugs on her. No, there is some. Alright, girl. That means you're going in. Give her a dunk anyway, just to be safe. Yeah, she's definitely a lot less infested than the other birds, or maybe it's just because of her color. She actually seems to be enjoying this, which is interesting, because all the other birds hated this. It could be that I bought this bird off of 1, 2, 3. I bought this bird off of one of the people in the village who we're really good friends with. Her name's Eli, and her husband raised these birds. Maybe he gave them baths regularly, or at least before she became in my possession. I've never bathed her, but she seems to enjoy it. And typically the only kind of animals that enjoy baths are ones that have previously had them. And I don't know, I'm sure at some point the birds figure out that this is for their own good. They're just going to get rid of all their bugs. This is one of the most expensive birds that I own. Again, not sure if he's got bugs or not. He was just in with that girl that I just did. In general, if those two could figure out a way to make chicks, we would have some really valuable chicks with black meat, Rhode Island Red Cross. Stop. This is the only one that's got significant spurs on him. And he just got me really good in the hand. He also scratched me up really good while I was getting him out of the cage. Alright, buddy. Don't make me tie you up to put you in here. Just take it like a man. You may not like it now, but after they dry up, and getting all of the... Yeah, you got me real good in the hand. I'm not sure I should even have it soaking in this water. Very true now. Yeah, when they're not getting bit up, they're gonna really appreciate it. The biggest thing is we've got 200 birds in here to do, so not all of them will be done till the end of the day probably. We'll come back after lunch and baptize, I don't know, as many as we can. Alright, head time. 1. You didn't even let me put it under. 2. 3. Yeah, I paid $10 for this bird. It's hard to imagine that's the most expensive bird that I own, but all the other birds I got for 100 as chicks or 300 as young adults, but this one was almost completely adulted, and I bought him from a reasonable farmer who had things figured out. So this is definitely not his first dunk, but yeah, he's quite the savage with those talons or spurs. I mean, $10 or 10 pesos? $10, yeah. $800 pesos. This was his brother, who was also 800. This one, honestly, though, is probably worth more than 800. Look at that. This one's Sonic. The one we just did was Luke. We got Bo and Luke and Sonic and Shadow and Tails. But yeah, this one's Sonic. He's by far the most valuable. The other one costs 800 pesos too. This one did also, but this one's by far more valuable than the other one, I think, because of his shiny coat pattern and better tail. Now, granted, that other one could probably be doctored into looking about as nice as this one, but this one came in looking really nice. Make sure you clean up good when you're done. And go home. You don't want to get the baby bit up. Yeah, we're gonna go home and bring a pack home and take a shower when we get home. But yeah, he's got pretty giant spurs on him as well. But this one's so much more gentle and docile than his brother. Come on, buddy. Don't straighten your legs. We're going in for a dunk. Actually looks bigger than his brother in size. Come on, go down. But he's just got bigger feathers. You want to be next? We got my papa's roosters sitting out here watching. Come on. You're not playing along at all, and it's really not helping. I don't want to hurt you. We gotta get you fully dunked here. Do I need to pick you up and dunk you in backwards? Got any meat chickens? Yeah. The broiler chickens that I was playing with earlier, they're outside eating grass right now. Come on. Bend your knees. This guy's being a real work. I guess if I put the bucket on its corner. Why? What's up? I can feel him biting me. The mites. What's up, man? How you been? See, now we're gonna have Noah and Wyatt catch up. That's their high school buddies as well. Wyatt's a little bit younger than I am, by a grade or two, and Noah's a grade or two older than me. I think Wyatt and Noah were in high school at the same time. Probably. Yeah, Wyatt was a freshman and Noah was a senior, I think. Maybe. I think Wyatt's just one grade lower than me. Noah's just one grade above me. So that makes us all 3 grades. 26 for Noah, 27 for me, and 2018 for Wyatt, I think. Central High School. He's starting to chill out finally. I think he was in 8th grade on my senior year. Okay, maybe. We're gonna get every feather, buddy. Every feather. Give him a little massage on his head. Yeah, this is my most docile. Either that or 9. It was a long time ago. Congrats on your collaborated video. Looks great. Yeah, thanks, Bellis. We never had a full-length video like that. We've had over 100 viewers every hour since it's been posted. I haven't actually checked on it in 2 hours, but it's been doing great. Time flies. Yeah, I mean, how long has it been for you, J-Boy? You graduated 99? 2000? And then you got Bellis over there, Grandpa. When did you graduate, Bellis? 93? Probably older than that. I got this bird about to sleep. Well, buddy, hate to break it to you, but I got to do other things. So, we're going to get you out of the bath. I'm so happy that you're still my chicken. 2002, said J-Boy. Yeah, I think that was the year Wyatt was born. No, I think Wyatt's not quite that young. Maybe he is. Graduated from School of Hard Knocks. Was that literally the name of the school? That'd be wild. This guy's got so many feathers that are still developing until now. I don't know what's with that. Alright, I was born in 2000. Okay, why? Yeah, he even looks big after he's soaking wet, don't he? Yep, they're all dead. Alright. This will be the last bird, then we're dumping out the water and going home. I went to a rough high school in the hood. That's the best. Why is it a baby, bro? Lane's been to School of Hard Knocks in South Florida. Yeah, this is the last bird. This bird, another bird that I showed you just earlier that had the black meat, were both mothers since the first of the year, but all of their babies died, so they're going through a tough time. Most people don't know that about chickens, but chickens have lots of emotions, and depression is probably the biggest one. As soon as they lose chicks like that, they get real sad-like for a while. So maybe this spa day will be just what she needs to turn herself around and be ready to have chicks again. Yeah, the last bird was massive compared to the rest. Yeah, like I said, That one was 800 pesos as well. But I bet you I could turn around and sell him for a lot more than that. But I think I'm gonna keep him. If I can get some offspring from him and some of these Australorps, it'll make some really large chickens. Plus, I'm looking at maybe buying some Brahmas. And if I had some Brahmas, I'd mix them with that last bird. One more head dunk and then you're good, alright? Yeah. She really took that seriously. She's like, alright, now get me out of here. Alright, let me check you out. Make sure they're all dead. And all wet. I didn't even check you. But you do have one I can see. But this isn't wet enough, girl. I'm sorry. Your feathers are a lot better at keeping water out than most. That big bird might be your best money bird. I think his brother is second. Yeah, they're the only ones that I paid big money for. The other ones, I bought these Australorps or whatever for, I don't know, I think 300 when they were younger. How long do you get back to the USA? 5 years or longer. Well, we got the 13A visa. You just poop. We got the 13A visa, so that means that we can stay here as long as we want now. But I think we're gonna be back in the States by the end of this year, the start of next year. Just spend at least 2 months there and then come back. It doesn't make sense to go there for much of a different yeah, if you don't go there for 2 months, it's kind of not worth the plane ticket. I have found no money in living animals here in that you have the advantage. I think I get what you're trying to say, Bellis, but I don't know how it is. Every time you say something, I'm like, I'm not sure I understand what he's saying. I think you're saying that all the money you found is in crops and other ag things that don't include animals. Animals definitely make it difficult. Butchering. Yeah, I don't. The most money I've ever found is in dead animals, but used to be a butcher. Be careful when you leave there. There's no trust here. Yeah, man. That's the family's just right above the hill, and I know you can't trust family either. But yeah, we're gonna leave the operation to Papa, and if it all goes under, it's gonna be only something that is his problem, because he's gonna be the one making the money from it while we're away. It'll be a great opportunity for him to maybe make something happen, or it might be a great way for him to run what we've done into the ground in a couple of weeks. But I have faith that Papa can do this job. I said it alive not too long ago that a monkey could do this job. That's why I'm perfectly fit for raising chickens. It's not it's really not any hard science to it. It's just kind of day by day doing whatever you can to keep the chickens alive. What about my dad? He's got as much invested in this place as I do, so he might be doing some things when it comes to farming. What are you doing here, chicken? Get over here with all your buddies. Got my meat chicken all the way over here by the chicken barn. And he should be hanging out with his buddies. We need to throw them back in their cage too before we go for lunch. Don't want to come back to a dog eating them all or whatever. But it should be pretty easy. I think if I just stand here, they're all going to come my way. I find no money here in living animals unless the advantage to beach, mining, breeding. The advantage to breeding, mining and breeding of plants. You'll know at the end of the month we are 3 years off. 3 years to pay off under construction. Okay. I don't know about this one, y'all. I don't see any bugs on it, but I also don't see any way that it's going to make it another 24 hours. I think they're probably just going to kill that one. God bless you and your goals. Thanks. Yeah. My dad will not have enough time to keep this place operational. He's full-time with other ministry things. So, if I go away for 2 months, Papa's going to be in charge. And I'm sure Dad will be in here to check in. Pretty frequently in Noah, but it's going to be my Papa's job to feed and sell eggs and raise chickens. You back to work? All right. See you, Bellis. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Lewis. Stupid spell check. How about it, Robbie? Hope all is well. Thanks for sharing Valentine's meal with us. Yeah. We got more things to share coming up soon. But we're wrapping up here at the garden. Got a couple things. Levi, not Lewis, sorry. No, it's fine. I know it's spell check. I've never been called my name, even in person for the most part. Hey, we got 8 people watching, but 7 likes. Who didn't like yet? Hit that like button. But yeah, we got lots more content coming your way. I don't know, did you see the full-length video yet, Robbie boy, from yesterday? We did about all you needed to know about the farm. I don't know what kind of content we're gonna make now. Kind of was the full meal yesterday. That video talked about profits and things like that. In fact, someone commented that I need to keep some more secrets because I'm just giving all the information away. And it's just like, well, it's one way to look at it. We're all about sharing information here. We want to see other people succeed. Levi is your government name, or Leviticus? Yeah, it's Levi. I wish it was Leviticus. For a while there, I had a couple hundred people calling me Leviticus. But it's Levi. Levi Isaac Russell. Legal birth name or whatever. I hate killing chicks, y'all. But I also hate seeing chicks miserable. And we got 2 more out. We're not killing the 2 that are out, we're killing the one that's not going to make it. Bro, give people everything and most still get off their butts anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure that anyone's gonna try to replicate any of the things we're doing here that are watching the video. But honestly, it would be awesome to see people replicate what we're doing here. Like, let's just say some miraculous way I do become successful on YouTube. It would make me really happy to see people implementing my theories, ideas, things like that at their own local farms. The only thing I don't want to see if I become famous on YouTube is people using my content. I've seen that happen to a lot of people that I watch. These chicks just aren't getting away enough from the pen for me to grab them. Where did he go? He's just right here. Oh. Yeah, I cannot stand how some people get their content stolen and people use it for their own shorts and things like that. After people hit like 100,000 subscribers, there's this bunch of moles, trolls, parasites out there that are using other people's content. Well, we took care of that chick that didn't look like it was gonna make it. We actually got 2 more birds out here. Yeah, it didn't even have any reflexes really. So that just goes to show you how bad it was. Alright. Sometimes people using the content helps you because they're really just growing your stuff. Looks at those streamers and speed and stuff. Oh, well no, I mean like using sounds is fine, but like I mean like people that, like for instance, this one show I watch is a pawn shop show. They made full-length content for over a year. And then people just started taking their videos and chopping it up into shorts or whatever and making viral shorts off of their videos. And so this guy had worked hard to monetize, get 100,000 subscribers or whatever, and then this person came along and made a shorts channel of all of his content and got over 250,000 subscribers like overnight because this guy hadn't utilized his content in shorts. And no one that was seeing those shorts, for the most part, I imagine, was going to his channel. And that's what I mean, like, unless if they have a direct link from the shorts that they're stealing from you to go to your channel, it's just like stealing monetization. And I don't know, maybe that 250K channel never was able to get monetized before it got took down. But it's just, for me, kind of just makes me really upset. I feel like I'm forgetting something again. We bathed 10 chickens, fed chickens. Elijah's here. Just showed in the stream. He said, hey, how are you doing? Oh, doing good, Elijah. It's been way too long. That's me and Noah have been chatting a lot recently, but I haven't reached out to you. But Facebook, or if you want to subscribe, we can get to chatting now. I heard you got married. How's that going? So Elijah, for those who don't know, is Noah's younger brother, who is my grade. I think Noah was 1 grade above me or whatever. Then Elijah was in my grade. So I'm not sure how that works. I guess it was just a perfect amount of timing for his parents. But yeah, we're gonna head home here. I brought the pack of washout for me to use. Get birds away and then bugs away, not birds. Then we got to do laundry, or take laundry to the laundromat, because I ain't doing laundry. Not as much as we have, at least. I could do a couple clothes, but I ain't got time for all the clothes we got to wash. Get some water for the house. But yeah, you could drink the water from the faucet, but we don't. We buy some, because it's just $1 for, I don't know, 5 to 10 gallons. Yeah, so we need to get water. What else? Laundry. A couple other things. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Oh, gotta make up some lunch for myself and Jan's brother. He's gonna be staying at our place for lunch. Probably just some instant noodles, because it is already getting pretty close to 11. Then I gotta go get feed money. My wife gave me the money for feed this morning. Didn't have it. So Elijah, you in the academy today? Is that where you just came from? Yeah, I'm gonna watch more birds tonight. Or not tonight, but yeah. Tonight for you, I guess. This afternoon. Actually got to get the wife at 3, so we're not gonna get them all done, I don't think, unless we come back after 3. But yeah, we got a pile of that wash out, and pile of birds need it. Like we just kind of, we didn't do any of the layer hens, just all the other birds running around that you don't want to forget, because otherwise, like you said, they'll just spread the bugs right back to the birds. I guess maybe some of y'all haven't seen this since it's not starting. We'll show you. This is my whip. It's a very old trike. I think my parents bought this 10 years ago. The motorcycle's new. The 10-year-old motorcycle went out or whatever. We just painted it, but as you can see, the rust is coming right back through. No, he's not right now, but he's about to go to the academy soon, next month or 2. Okay. But yeah, it's a Kawasaki. It says factory rust proof, right? And right above it is rust. But yeah, this motorcycle is only about 3 years old. But yeah, it's a 175 Kawasaki. Needs to go to the shop. But every 10 strokes it has blow by in the exhaust, which means that it doesn't want to idle. Or when I put the choke on, yeah. It's not supposed to go that high and idle on the choke. Would it rip without any side attachment? Oh, I mean, Would it be fast? No. I think with or without the sidecar, the top speed is not any faster than 40 miles per hour, 80 kilometers. The one guy who, the pastor or whatever, he borrowed it once and said he got it to 80. Sorry, Paul. Sinking van in the middle of the woods meant that I gotta drive on that guy's rice. I guess it's the guy's own fault for drying rice on a small road. But I guess it's better than drying it on the national highway like most people. But yeah, 40 miles per hour is the fastest this motorcycle is probably ever going to go. So I wouldn't say it would ram it now. The fastest I ever go is 40 kilometers, which is 20 miles per hour, not even 20. I go faster on a pedal bike than I do on this trike. Nah, JN does lunch at class. They have a meal every class or whatever. Sometimes I stay for the meal or go for the meal because their brother's coming today. I'm gonna go home and make some lunch with my brother and I. Sure the bags when we get loaded up. I want to see how big they are. The bags of laundry, you mean? Alright. Or bags of water, is that what you meant? That's not, yeah. We'll keep live while we run the errands here. Maybe you're meaning the bags of feed? That's where I already got the feed earlier. They're 50-kilo bags, which is more than what my wife weighs. rush in the middle of the town to get himself in an accident. We are in the Philippines. Denver said, "Hi, bro. I missed the fact that we had so many people rolling in." Let's try not to read too much while driving. J-boy. That's a good comment, J-boy. I need to find a better picture. The flowers was what we were doing yesterday. Or not yesterday. Last year, we were growing flowers in the garden for selling. So that was kind of the... Flowers are a great cash crop here. Like, I don't know if you remember, I bought flowers. Okay. I'm right, it's a tricycle. Yeah, it's a trike. We're here in Aklan, Philippines, Warthog. But yeah, J-boy, on Valentine's Day, I bought my wife flowers. It was 800 pesos, which is the value of a prize chicken or whatever. And flowers are it's a lot easier to grow 1,000 flowers than it is to grow 1,000 prize chickens. So, I'm from Cebu. I'm Filipino. That's awesome, Warthog. I'm 13A. I'm a resident now. Open the gate here. But yeah, maybe we'll change the profile picture of the channel to a head of lettuce or something. The wife and I had some really good pictures for Valentine's Day. We could change it to the Valentine's Day. Use AI, bro. Use your photo and ask it to make a caricature photo with chicken and lettuce. Make sure it's pretty good. I don't know, man. I get the whole AI thing is the future, but at the same time, I'd like to keep it off my channel as long as possible. Then again, I did tell you yesterday that I use AI for some titles. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe caricatures, but make sure you get that over with the trademark. We ought to get a different hat if we're going to trademark it, because this one is, I don't know. It kind of says safari, not ag. Alright, we'll grab the clothes here and toss them in. I think I'm going to need the key from the trike to get in the house. We're going to bring you along. James told me yesterday, don't have any dead air. Need to find a cowboy hat. Yeah, do you ever watch Whistling Diesel, Wyatt? Whistling Diesel is that guy that takes really nice classic trucks and totals them to go viral. Kind of a trigger Sugar guy. Where's all that red tribute hair? Oh. Yeah. My wife, two-door. She said I needed a cut. Yeah, so Whistling Diesel, he came out with this new carbon fiber hat, cowboy hat, and it looks really cool. It also looks like it's probably expensive, but yeah, if you go and watch Whistling Diesel's most recent video, he's probably wearing this carbon fiber cowboy hat. That's what I'd like to get. Or yeah, cowboy hat would be dope. I just wear this one because it kind of covers my head from the sun a little bit. I've known a pile of people to get skin cancer. I don't want to be the next one. I know more people who've got skin cancer than I do that got lung cancer. I know a pile of smokers. I wonder if that says something. I feel like the whole movement that's anti-cigarette or tobacco use is like, oh, you're gonna get lung cancer, this and that. It's like, I know plenty of people that never did. Whistling Diesel is a great YouTuber. Yeah, if I could figure out how to implement some of his, like, I don't know, ideas, or he's like, I don't know. Mr. Beast is kind of great. He's also kind of gay. I don't know. Like the fact that people, of course, millions and billions of people are going to watch your videos when you're giving away millions and billions of dollars. But Whistling Diesel just destroys millions and billions of dollars worth of stuff and gets people to watch for that. So I can't wait to see how this Bugatti video is going to go down. Here, looks good. We've called it Pompadour in the UK. Okay. Yeah. There was just a picture there at the barber shop. And he said, go ahead and give me that one. Mr. Beast is also owned by Disney. Are you sure? That'd be wild. I thought he might have. I feel like Mr. Beast could buy Disney. That's interesting. Sounded like someone was trying to get my attention, but that's wild. Mr. Beast is owned by Disney. That means Disney's a lot bigger than what I thought. I feel like Disney's kind of in the shitter recently. They're coming up with all these new ideas for different things. And I'm pretty sure they sold AI rights of their characters for a majority of their films for like something like $100 million or $1 billion. It's like, what are you doing? Selling your characters out to AI to be used or whatever is like, for starters, it's probably already being done. And they just wanted to stop suing and just get one big payout from big AI or whatever. Or maybe there was some sort of backdoor deal going on there that they get paid for eternity for it. But it just, yeah, I feel like Disney's not doing as good as they did. And like, I guess it's kind of always been Disney though. Like, it was big in the 50s and 30s, or 30s to 50s or whatever. And then it's just kind of been on a slow decline. Or at least they look like they're on a slow decline. That's my opinion on Vitaly. Well, I think he's a jerk. I think that he was trying to be the Whistling Diesel of travel blogger, and that sounds more reasonable. But yeah, he was just did too much stupid stuff, got caught doing it, and the Philippine government wanted to make him an example out of him, and that's what they did. I don't think that it was fair what they did to him. I don't know if there's any crime that he actually committed other than being a real dick. All right, we got the waters, and we got the laundry. Let's go get those done up, and then we'll come back here and make some lunch up. We got a chat. Oh no, that's just smart. So Smart is the AT&T of my area, or the Philippines. Was put through. They should have just kicked him out of the country and never let him back, kind of thing, instead of imprisoning him for, I don't know, what was it, almost a whole year. All the clothes that I folded and put inside that plastic just spilled out. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, that's my opinion on Vitaly. What about you, Noah? You think he deserved what he had coming? We're gonna drop the water first, drop the clothes, maybe grab the water at the same time. I think there's an app for that, Noah. Here's another vlogger right now. He just does a chicken vlog here locally. He's a traffic cop. But he's probably honestly got more subscribers than I do. marbles?
Ano?
Yeah. Those? No, those are just shells. But they're not marble, I don't think. I probably couldn't identify marble though. Alright, now we're here at the laundromat, which is just across the street from where we were. And we don't want to walk across with all my clothes. It's a busy intersection, to say the least. Let's see what the damage is here on the laundry. You said you wanted to see them, Noah. I'm not sure why, but here's our laundry. Maybe you meant sacks of feed, or bags of feed, but that's the laundry. I think they charge $200 for 8 kilos, which is kind of like what someone's gonna make for most of a day of labor. Yes, the feed. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I got the feed this morning. So I could show you the sack of feed next time we get one, but they're big. It's bigger than my torso. I don't know. The sacks of rice I could show you, but that are the same size sack, but I don't know that there's anybody that I'm gonna see that has a sack of feed with them. I don't think it's quite 8 kilos. Yeah, Russell. Not 9 kilos? Yeah, Levi. Yep. Thank you. Sige. Doon na pa. Hapon. Sige. Hey, Clebo. Just dropping off laundry and water. I don't think there's any shot the water's going to be done at a reasonable amount of time. I think I'm going to step in here to the store and get some food. I'm not sure what to get though, or what I even have money for. That's being a foreigner in the Philippines, I'm sure you can agree, JB Kalibo. People would think you're rich, but this is, I think, what I got right now. Yep. Got receipt in the wallet, but this is all I got right now. wild, ain't it? Born in the Philippines with $1. But it had just enough to get the water and laundry. Levi, do you think James could speak good Filipino? Not really. I heard him call him a chicken a manok yesterday, which I guess is pretty close, but it's manok, not manok. And then he called eggs itlooks, and it's, again, really close, but it's itlook. I don't know. I'm not that great at it either, though, so I can't hardly judge anybody on their ability to speak. On their ability to speak Filipino. That's why I don't speak Filipino to most people. Just thank you and hello, things like that. But honestly, all those things who speaks the best that you know that isn't a local? My brother. He doesn't speak great Tagalog or Filipino, but he speaks Visayan actually, which is the local dialect. People say he does it well. I don't know. I feel like he stutters. He's repetitious, things like that, but he's the best one out of foreigners. But John, he had some sort of neurological disorder whenever he was... Yeah, Jan says that he speaks better Visaya than me. But yeah, he had a neurological disorder whenever he was a kid. He couldn't learn how to speak English. And then we had a tutor to teach him how to speak English. And then he came here to the Philippines and learned Visaya pretty quickly because he had just learned English at that time. I guess neurological disorder is probably not the right term for that. But he couldn't speak English until he was almost 8, is whenever he was like really good at English. That was right about when we came to the Philippines, whenever he started to get good at English. So I guess learning was in his mind. Yeah, so where are you at, JP? Are you in Kalibo? I imagine with that kind of channel name or whatever, that you're in Kalibo. And if you are, that means you're closer than James and Karen are, or is, or, yeah. See, I can't even speak English anymore either. You should come for a visit, JP, if you're in Kalibo. It's just a little 1.5. My dad's in Kalibo every day. We'll be in Kalibo tomorrow. Well, not every day, but we'll be in Kalibo tomorrow. Maybe we can meet up. You ever been to 8 Ball in Kalibo, JP? 8 Ball is, oh, door's not even locked. That one's great. I wasn't gone for long, but, alright, we're gonna have to hop in the shower here before we can have much time to relax. We're gonna, start some water for some soup. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I have 2 slices of pizza, but like I said, Jane's brother's coming back for lunch. So 2 slices of pizza is not gonna do it. Man. I cannot tell if I'm covered in bugs or it's just mental, because I'm thinking about it. Jan wasn't interested in that house tour yesterday. No, she wasn't. I mean, I think she's just concerned about viral videos. She doesn't care what people in the world that she never sees are gonna think, but she cares about what her neighbors think. But I'll give you a quick look. No, it's not clean by any stretch of the imagination, but it's also not that dirty. I bet you she's tuning in right now and she's like, oh my gosh. It's not like we have dog and cat shit and rats and cockroaches running around. We just have a lot of things that aren't organized. Which is why I always just do the selfie mode when I'm in the house. Because I do find it a little bit appalling myself. I'd rather I was a more organized person, but I spend a lot of time doing other things. And I just bring things home and never really find a really good spot for them. And as I just showed you in that little house tour, our house isn't terribly big, Noah. And we just keep accumulating things. I told her on our anniversary that we need to take a day, since we've been together for a year, to get rid of at least 10% of our possessions. The things that we don't use, things that don't bring us joy, kind of thing. I think that was Wu. Julie Wu came up with that idea. If it doesn't bring you joy, throw it away. Because it definitely, whether someone wants to admit it or not, having possessions does take a lot of mental capacity away from you. Thinking about, oh, where should I put this, or where does this belong, and this and that. Like, it is not ideal to have a lot of possessions. And I know that I've lived my whole life that way. JN has too. As busy as you both are with the new baby, be forgiven for being a little bit of disorganization. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Tom. I just don't want to see us turning into hoarders. So I do feel like we need to take a couple days to assess getting rid of things. 1000%, Tom. Well, I'm glad you guys all agree, but my wife would not. She'd say that she's needs it to be organized before she's willing to film in here, which I also agree. Like, I didn't think it was a good time for a house tour, but it is a very nice house for a very low price, and that would make for a pretty good video. This is, I guess, a spot you probably none of you all ever saw, and to American standards, it's probably not a real nice CR or bathroom, but we have a big waterfall-like head with a really good pressure. And then we have down here, and then you have a bidet with a soft setting and a hard setting. And then our toilet is above average. I did just clean this, so it kind of looks a little nice, but it's got the double switch, pee and poop switch or whatever. Nice standalone sink. The floors don't ever seem to stay dry. That's why we got the squeegee. But we got a squeegee in the trash bin and a place to hang towels and other things there. I don't know. It's nice tile. But this is probably a 9 out of 10 as far as bathrooms come in the Philippines. The only thing that could make it a little bit better, I guess, the bathroom, is if it had hot water. But, I mean, hot water also means you're paying for electricity to heat it. What's up with that water in the bathroom? So the water in the bathroom is just because when I don't have a shower curtain. If I had a shower curtain, it'd probably it would probably all stay in the shower. But every time someone takes a shower, the water that rolls off of you or whatever, and then the bidet. If you use the bidet, and sometimes the trigger sticks on, and you get a little bit extra water around. But it's really actually kind of nice to have water in there all the time, because then it makes cleaning up anything on the floor a lot easier. Like I come in with my dirty feet or whatever, and then I leave marks on the floor, but because there's already water on the floor, I just squeegee it and it goes right down the drain. I don't know. I'm trying to think positively about it. But as far as Filipino bathrooms go, it's probably 9 out of 10 for most people, because it's just nice and actually big enough to stand up in with your wife. Yeah. That's most comfort rooms or CRs in the Philippines. The door doesn't open the whole way because it hits the toilet or the sink. So they're just like small broom closet kind of bathrooms with not large showers, but my wife and I can take a shower at the same time. Or she can use the bathroom. She can use the toilet without getting wet from the shower most of the time. I just need to hang a curtain in there, and that water problem would probably be non-existent. But I kind of like how it's all big and open. But yeah, we're going to take a shower. Who did the towels? Don Wine? No, here, I'll give you a close look at them, actually. They're actually pretty poorly mounted. So here's tile out here in the laundry room area as well. Like, can you believe someone laid tile and just left that there? Like, I couldn't peel it off. So I really should just take a moment to do it. But like, if you left that working for Don Wyatt, he'd probably fire you. Then like this bead that goes across here, look how nasty it looks. Just like, it's not straight is what I mean. I don't know if you've laid tile with Don, but this would not probably be something that Don would let pass. Then you got, I don't know, corners like this. But what they did was they cut this tile wrong. And then this tile they had cut right, but then they had this giant gap here, which most of it they wound up filling with this. Yeah, this would not fly. But yeah, they wound up placing it up here, and then got too much down this crack here. I mean, I've only laid tile a couple times, but my tile looked a lot better than this when it was done. And it's interesting that they don't have GFI outlets here in the Philippines, or at least not in this house. It wouldn't pass code in the States without GFIs. But yeah, this tile in the bathroom is also about just as poorly done. No one came back with a sponge after it was done. I mean, in general, these cracks are pretty reasonably done on the majority of it. But then you got spots where it's just overfilled, and spots where the wall wasn't flat, so they're not flat tile the whole way across. Or it's really just right here at the corner, but I don't know. The tile work is, I don't think, up to Dawn's standard. But at the same time, they are staying up there. Like, there isn't any of them that are falling down. The last place we were at. What's your favorite cologne? I haven't had too many colognes. But I'll show you the one I currently have. Thanks for the nice design though. Yeah, it is nice. So this is what I'm currently using, which I think might be Made local. Nope. It says Paris, France. Yeah, this is. I guess this isn't cologne at all. This is deodorant body spray. My mom had given me my father's cologne when we got married because my dad never used it. I'm not sure where it's at here. I can't recall what it's called. It's a big fancy brand. This is one my wife was using. The Sorrent. I can't remember. It wasn't Klein. I can't remember what the name of the perfume is that I was using. It was my dad's or cologne, but I just used the body spray, which is really, I guess, immature for me. I used to have some good stuff in Martinsburg at the parents' house. Some good cologne, you mean? Yeah, I don't see it laying around here. I haven't used it for a while. Like I said, I'm always just using the body spray. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I always did have a couple different bottles of stuff because I always felt like it did help with the women. But anymore, I don't gotta impress any women. I got mine tied down. So, all right, y'all. Well, we're 2 minutes, 24 minutes in. 2 hours, 24 minutes in. And I need to get a shower because I need to start lunch here and need to get these bugs off of me. Haven't seen any, but they're messing with my head, and getting a shower will help me with that. So, thank you all for tuning in. Noah, Robbie, Tom, James, JP, Kalebo, White, Zap, J-Boy, Denver, Warthog. Who else? Bellis, Traveler. I feel like I might have. No, I did read all Bellis's chats. Who else? We had a pile of chats. Thank you, everyone, for your chats. And Nielsen was in the beginning. I don't know if he's still running in the background. He said he was going to be watching all my playlists for my lives. See you, bro. Love you streaming. You're a great guy. Thanks, Robbie. See you, Levi. I didn't even know you three were still in here. But yeah, thank you. We'll catch you all next one probably sometime later today or tomorrow morning. God bless you all. Have a great one. Bye now.